so now we've decided on our ambition, we've also decided on the purpose, so who else we're going to influence by doing what we do. Now what we're looking at is identity, which is the first part where it really starts to become about you, and important for athletes is around visualization. So the best way to think about identity is about looking forward, not looking now. And what we mean by that is, if you wrote that identity, if your aim is, I want to break a 40-minute 10k, or sub 50 minute as we wrote on the plan, then actually we need to start and think about what that's going to look like. So for example, that identity is, I am a sub 50-minute 10k runner. I am a champion for whatever charity it is. I am that inspiration for my kids and to inspire the next generation to get physically active. And this is a very simple but short part around positioning yourself to go, what am I as a runner? So that we're writing down how you will identify at that time. So if someone asks you, what do you do for your hobby? You run it. If they're actually a bit more detail, you're able to go, well, actually, I run a sub 50-minute 10k. I do a lot of it for charity, and this is who I am. Okay, so the first few bits have been relatively short in terms of the amount of text that we might have wrote down. So we've set our aim about where we want to be. We've spoke around the purpose, so who else is my aim or ambition going to be for? And we spoke around our identity, so how will I identify when I get to my goal? All hopefully relatively simple, but do give them some time to think about. Now what we're going to look at is our beliefs and values, which is really where we start and list some stuff down. And this is a prime example of visualization for athletes. So we're again looking forward, we're looking at future case. So if I identified on here that we've got as an example to run a sub 40-minute 10k, then there's certain things that come along with that. There's obviously specifics around times. So actually, I might identify that I need to be able to run a 19-minute 5k. So I identify, and my belief is, I can run a 19-minute 5k. I'm injury-free. My training is consistent. I can run a 39, 59, 10k. I eat well, I'm rested, and I enjoy running. My run position is at the front of the pack of races. That might be an identity change for someone if they're doing that. If you're running your first race, your identity is you're turning up and you're one of the runners, and you're one of the many and one of the masses to take part and join in along with everyone else, and you deserve to be there. Often we can feel a bit of imposter syndrome as an athlete. I definitely personally felt that at different levels of races when I've gone out, and that kind of really shouldn't be here. Is often a thought that we get. So we need to start and cement that now to go, actually, I do belong here. I'm a confident, I'm a strong runner. I pace my events well. I stick to my training plan and I run slow when I need to. I don't let ego take over on race nights. And effectively what we're starting to do now is you can start and think about maybe some of your common behavioural faults that you have as a runner, but turning them into positives about what you're going to have. So for example, if you turn up on on run training night on a Thursday with the club, and every single one of those sessions you do as hard as you possibly can, and then you turn up on Saturday at park run and you race every single park run, actually does that achieve the plan that you want it to achieve? Because most plans would suggest it wouldn't. So therefore, one of the behaviours you need to learn is what we call athletic maturity, which is the ability to go slow when you don't need to go fast. Okay, the need to be able to train the next day is more important about what you do now. And just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that's a good example when it comes to running and training. So a big list of things, we put some good examples in the plan there for you, and that kind of closes off our beliefs and values. But such an important section, as you can kind of start and see, as we go off to build the rest of the plan.